What is up, my friends? Welcome back. Thanks for stopping in, hanging out with me today, and talking about some movies. I hope wherever you're at and whatever you're doing, you're loving yourself and loving the ones you're with. Spread that love, guys. Free love for everybody, but not the 60s kind of free love, just the free love where we hug. So, guys, today we are going to be talking about She Rides Shotgun from 2025, directed by Mr. Nick Rowland. Now, you can find this streaming on MGM Plus, which I highly recommend. So, guys, as always, I'm just looking for stuff to watch. I'm always looking for something to watch and review for y'all, and this one came up, and I think it came up because I watched movies like Galveston and things like that. But this, you know how that algorithm is. They find things that you get into. Anyway, this, guys, is a fantastic film. I'm glad that I watched it. I've been kind of looking at it, and I'm always a sucker for like crime dramas or something that's like I feel I have a little bit of punch to it. And so after reading the description of this, where a little girl, she's got a hit out on her dad, he's also got a hit out on him because he ain't hanging with the Aryan Brotherhood no more. He went to prison, got in with some white supremacists. That's not really his bag, but it's all about survival. When he gets out, he doesn't want to be associated with them, so now they're trying to off him and his daughter. So he takes his daughter, they're on the run, and we basically just follow them. Like, you guys know the plot probably. You've either guessed in your mind what's going to happen here, or you know what's going to happen at the end of this film. So there's no need to really get into discussing the plot of the film. But the performances are excellent. I'm not a huge Taron Egerton fan. I could take him or leave him. I think he's an okay actor. But he really shows his chops in this. I was really impressed by what he did. Just the chemistry between him and the little girl in the film that's supposed to be his daughter, off the charts, really good. Plus the kind of the themes that they play with abandonment and morally gray things and just things like that. The way they handled it was really well in this film. I think that Rowland does a good job of kind of exploring those themes while not being overbearing with them. And I will say this film has fantastic cinematography. Then actually, this film sent me to YouTube to look for a song. There's a car chase scene in this film with a song called Denver Luna by Underworld. Or it's either Underworld by Denver Luna. One of the two, but look it up. And you're going to want to do the edit, I think. And that is one of... Whoever edited this film edited that scene to that music. Like, that's what they... Because sometimes you're just watching something and it's happening and it's got the music to it and you're like, oh, they just kind of put that there. No, this was intentional. And I loved every friggin' minute of it. It was just poetic, really. And so the film has a lot of really good things going for it. It's got good performances, good acting. The story, again, is kind of generic. It's almost like the story from Galveston minus the hooker, right? The hooker would be the daughter in this. If we're doing apples to apples and whatnot, because Ben Foster saves the Elle Fanning from a situation, and she just happens to be a lady of the night, and then this guy saves his daughter. So it's kind of a very similar story to Galveston, but I think that Galveston presented its story a little better. I think that their director was able to do more with what he had, though this is a close second, because I really, really enjoyed the way that these characters interacted. I enjoyed how he's not necessarily a good dad, but he loves his daughter, and he will do anything to protect his daughter. And it's just a very... there's some really somber moments in it, but again, it keeps you engaged. You're not looking at your phone. You're not, talking to somebody on the side. And if somebody on the side was like, hey, blah, 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 you'd be like, shh, movie's on. You know, like that's what you would be like, because it is keeping you that engaged and you want to see what's going to happen with these characters. You want to see what's going to play out in the long run and what the conclusion is going to be. It never lingers. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It knows what it is. It goes right for it, and it's better for that. And so I think that She Rides Shotgun is it's a good movie, and I recommend it to you guys. I think you should give it a shot, especially if you like emotionally charged dramas or crime dramas. I say crime dramas; it's more of a drama than a crime drama. There's not a whole lot of crime. It just centers around a guy who was a criminal. But again, guys, this is a fantastic movie. It's on MGM Plus. I highly recommend you give it a shot. Hit that like and subscribe button on the way out, guys. Thanks for stopping in. Drop me a comment, drop me a word in the comment section. And as always, my friends, I'm going to keep making them as long as you keep watching them. Peace out. God bless you, and I'll see you soon.